We out here staying connected with good old sister Sherrelle. Ain't seen you in a minute, man. I kind of put an Amber Alert out on you. Who you saying hi to? The followers? You didn't have to take the glasses off. They fell off. Well, unfortunately, your followers been missing you, man. How you been?
I've been in between, but I'm still great because you gotta speak that shit into existence.
Well, right now you got to talk to me.
All right.
The followers is looking for you to see what's going on, not to wave it at them. They ain't seen you. You ain't did that. But I'm glad we're here now. You hear me?
Yeah.
How's life been treating you?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I want to talk about, right?
What's up? No, I don't.
I want to talk about that truck, that second truck of the same vehicle.
Y'all, the last video, I thought it was boring. I hope I didn't bring out no boring material, but I thought it was boring when I watched it. Mm-hmm. However, this last truck did the same thing a year and 2 years later. I got into a whole accident. So I'm like...
Did your brakes go out or something?
No, my brakes didn't go out.
Okay. How'd you get in an accident? What happened?
I had an arrow. I had a green arrow, and the other person came flying. I don't know if they had a green light, if I was moving slow, if I was moving too fast. I truly feel like I was moving too fast, and I'm okay with that. I can accept the responsibility behind that.
Is kids in the car?
One of my kids were in the car, and that shit was scary. And my airbags didn't come out.
So what you think? You got a case?
No. I don't even want to deal with it on no legal stuff. I was there for the other party because it was some teenagers, and I just seen melanin.
Teenagers driving?
Yeah, the other car. And I just seen melanin, so I was like, okay, what would I want my kids to be? How would I want them to be taken care of, even if it was their fault? I don't, They said they saw green. I saw a green arrow.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's go take it to trial. Like at the end of the day,
So,
however.
So where are we at with it now? We back to leading back to Chevrelegs.
Chevrelegs. I'm like, okay. So y'all know Indeed.com, career builders.
You live way out here.
I live far, y'all. I thought I was living a
Talk to me.
life.
Don't talk to them. Talk to me.
Okay,
they're listening to you. You got to earn my viewers right now. You've been gone. You got to earn them back. Talk to me. You live so damn far. You hear what I'm saying? And I hear that you just got out here and plan on moving. So now you're trying to move again, right? And you need a car.
I'm not trying to move.
You're trying to stay.
I'm trying to stay. Because it's good for my kids.
What went left? What happened? Are you going through something?
I am going through something. I had a good job and just my own personal self-development. I had to realize my consistency wasn't up to point with who I was supposed to be. Like, just because you think you're getting away with stuff, the long run, you ain't getting away with stuff. Yeah. Like, you always gotta pay your karma.
The integrity catch up with you when you're by yourself.
Definitely. And I speak to my kids on integrity, and I never want to be a hypocrite. So, but however, the situation was where I was so stressed out. Mm-hmm. I was stressed out, so I was okay with the release. However, the repercussions after the release, the hustle that you gotta put in after the release, it'd be a whole nother ball game. And even if you got hustle, like when you try to have that protection with your kids and stuff, and when you want to live a certain type of lifestyle, that shit costs money.
It does. It does. And speaking of money, man, and going through everything that you're going through, you haven't let this send you backwards. You haven't relapsed, have you?
I haven't relapsed.
Okay.
Now let's have a real moment.
Okay. Talk
to me. So I had this one day though. I don't know what the hell was going on, but y'all know my story if y'all follow me, and if y'all follow my brother Des. I used to deal with substance abuse, and I remember I've already fought depression, and I'm dealing with that, and I'm not going through depression because of this cycle. However, I had a moment where it wasn't depression, but it was like motivation for the substance that I used to abuse. I was sitting on the toilet. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Girls
judge
you. Talk that. I need to know.
Poop too.
Well, the thing is, we all have relapse thoughts everywhere.
But I smelt the shit. I don't mean to cuss.
You just
I
smelled
apologize. I smelt it. No. It wasn't in my possession. But I was sitting there and I remember what it used to smell like.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a trigger for me because I'm going through so much stuff, trying to balance to keep my house together, dealing with life. And at that moment, that shit triggered me. And I'm like, damn.
And you was on the toilet?
I was on the toilet.
What'd that do to you at that moment?
It was like, what the fuck? I thought we was over this.
Man.
So 50% of me was like, girl, you better go get that bag. Don't nobody know. The other 50% was like,
you know what tomorrow look like.
What's the sacrifice though?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's the sacrifice? Because that shit, what, $25 for a gram?
For how many hours? How long that lasts?
Exactly. And what you gonna feel like when you have a withdrawal? And I didn't know who to talk to because I don't trust people.
Yeah.
And then I called
Excuse
somebody.
Me?
I don't trust people.
Excuse me? You don't have nobody to talk to?
I do.
You really ain't got Brother Dez's direct
I got
number?
you.
Okay.
I got you, but he be busy videoing all of y'all.
24
so
hours,
I don't be.
man.
I'm not a
take my
selfish
call.
person, so I be trying to give them to the world. But I be like, let me deal with this. I'm a big girl now.
But when it comes to you and your health, man, always pick that phone up. If nothing else, I'll put you in the right position.
But sometimes you got to deal with stuff on your own. You got to be able to take that accountability on your shit.
You're right, but triggers are real, especially when you're dealing with it by yourself and nobody's there tangible to grab and tell.
I was able to call somebody. I prayed about it. I played gospel music. Sometimes you got to shake yourself out of that shit. And you got to remember what type of person you want to become.
Right. Right.
And when I did that, I called somebody. I was directed to call somebody, and it was like, yeah, even if you fall, if you do it one day, it's not bad.
Right.
However, don't keep doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You got to realize what the fuck is going on. Like, we
Oh.
smarter than that. And then, at the end of the day, next time you feel like that, you got to know that you got to reach out to people. Like, people that you really give a fuck about. This time around my trial, I realized that I got mad people. My soldiers is on point. Like, I'm so grateful because I'm able to really see the discernment with the people that's in my life. Or the dead weight, I'm not having it. Like, I don't even let people know where I live at.
Right.
You know?
Have you had this, and I don't think we talked about this yet, but have you had these conversations about those type of battles with your daughters? Because they're getting up in age
I
now.
have.
So they're aware.
I have.
They're
And they
aware.
remember. And they remember stuff. Because, you know, like.
Are they
when you-
aware of the mood swings?
Shoot.
That's
They
the
know
one.
when the mood
They
swings
probably
come.
know the mood swings before
But I'm
they.
more conscious now. Like, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to pray. I'm going to try to calm myself down. Because I know I'm not just dealing with my life. I'm dealing with their lives.
That's right.
So I'll try to calm myself down. However, if it's a trigger or I feel disrespected, I'm going to let you know that I feel disrespected. But I know there's a repercussion to that, even based off of how I handle it.
Right.
If I go like, you know how we do as parents, like we're like, we're spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're spoiled. You want J's and shit.
But I want you to feel comfortable with picking that phone up. I also want you to feel comfortable when you're by yourself. I know you got this though, Rel. You've been doing this for a
I
while.
always pick the phone up though. And
How long
I
ago was
feel
this
like,
when you had that thought? When that happened?
What?
That smell.
That was like a week and a half ago, y'all.
That's current.
Maybe a week. Yeah, because life is real right now.
So do you think about often the fact that you thought about that?
Yeah.
Is it when you're drinking,
But
when
you
you're
know
sober,
what?
or what?
The people in my circle is so real. It was like, look, that shit happens.
Yeah.
And you got to deal with that. But accountability is real. You got to take accountability. You got to be like, okay, I know I feel like that. I know what I used to do. And I also know what type of results I used to get. And I know I'm trying to get different type of results. And when you're trying to get different type of results and you're trying to do good, that challenge is going to be hard as
Oh yeah, it's gonna be real hard.
However,
and listen, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be. I mean, a lot of people ain't gonna believe you. Sometimes you ain't gonna believe yourself.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? But when you wake up the next day, man, feeling better or the same or having what you didn't have in your thought you wouldn't have in your pocket, That right there changed the game right there.
Now that, and I see how God works. He moves differently when you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Yes, he do.
Because the reality of the situation, even though sometimes you can tell other people how not to do it, but you can't tell yourself. And I remember a thing that
I think we all deal with that shit.
You feel me? However, a thing that I dealt with was like, I had this vision in my head. I don't know if y'all seen Lean on Me, but he was like, you get high, don't you? You're killing yourself anyway. You get high.
You want to kill yourself?
Jump.
Just jump.
So
do it expeditiously.
The thought that I had when I smelled that shit when I was on Celia, that thought came through my mind. It reminded me of when I watched that shit as a kid and growing up through life. And I'm like, I want a certain type of fucking life. And if I gotta be the one to break this motherfucking curse, I don't even mean to cuss.
Yeah. Nah, you being transparent, but at the end of the day, you can't break that curse. You have to break that curse because you have daughters and they look like you. Friends and family pull away all the time. Your children always will come back to you. So you are the example. I say it all the time. Follow a dumb kid home, somebody dumb answer the door. Follow somebody that makes sense home, somebody makes sense answer the door. You get a chance to make that call. You feel what I'm saying? You DJ your own party. You make everybody dance.
Well, hey, let's go.
But I want you to do me a favor, man, and don't be afraid to pick that phone up whenever you're going through something like that, right? I ain't gonna hold you. I'm glad you took the time. And I know you was nervous doing this. I know. I ain't gonna ask you if there's anything else you want to tell me, because you probably don't right now.
Yeah.
But I'll be back to see you next week out here in this boondock.
Let's go.
Oh, she got me out here too.
Let's go. I'm out there, but hey, I'm gonna keep going.
Talk to our sisters that's out there struggling, that's trying to get through. The women that got kids, maybe no transportation, fighting to pay their bills, or just make it every day. And also dealing with that bug that they used to deal with still in their duffel bag called addiction. Talk to the sisters and tell them something positive, man, to help these sisters get through this week.
It's always shit that try to stop you, but don't fall for that shit. You know how this hustle go. At the end of the day, you got to keep going forward. God is the best thing that ever happened to me. I can drop everything else, like really, and really be like, okay, because I really feel those messages and I feel my inner spirit and my higher self telling me the directions to go. It may not be easy, but it's worth it. And at the end of the day, don't stop moving. Motion is important. Motion is important. Go forward. Faith without works is dead. Having a plan without putting that shit to action is dead. Like, you gotta put that shit in work. Like, I don't even know how I'm gonna pay my rent this month. However, I'm gonna go forward. Like, I'm gonna reach out to everybody. I'm gonna go out there and walk. And I'm not even the type of girl that walk.
But it's cool. The fact that you're being honest and transparent about it, excuse me, is what show you that God gonna have your back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because can't nobody care for a lie. And when you're honest, man, that's the only way somebody can care for you, for being honest and being the truth. And I could be honest enough to say that wasn't you 6 months ago. So, you got this, man.
We got growth, baby!
I'll be back out here. We're going to do this again. We out here staying connected. Let's go.